Hello, hello! Welcome back to Fame Flame, where the stars shine bright and the burns are even brighter. I'm your host, Ellen DeGeneres, bringing you another sizzling episode from the heart of Hollywood. He's a late-night legend, the master of monologues, the king of comedy. It's none other than Jimmy Kimmel.
Ellen, or as I like to call her, America's favorite dancing mime. She's the only woman I know who can wear a suit and sneakers, and yet somehow people still call it fashion. I mean, let's be real. Half the time she looks like she's about to referee a game of high school basketball. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Ellen is actually a vegan. Yes, you heard it right. This woman loves animals so much she won't even eat them. But she has no problem eating up all the daytime television airtime. Guess those poor soap operas didn't have cute enough puppies to save them, huh? Oh, and let's talk about that dancing. It's like watching a marionette with a caffeine addiction. Ellen dances at the beginning of every show, and we've all just accepted it. I mean, can you imagine if I started doing that? If I started every Jimmy Kimmel live episode with a foxtrot, you'd think I'd lost my mind. And her celebrity interviews, my God, it's like watching a game of softball with both teams trying to lose. Tell us, famous person, what was it like working with other famous people in a city famous for famous people? It's a miracle she gets any real answers at all. Now, before you think I've gone too far, let's remember that this is all in good fun. Ellen, I genuinely respect you, but just like George Carlin would have wanted, no one is safe from a good roast. Seriously, though, I don't know what I would do without Ellen. I mean, who else could I rely on to provide a steady stream of viral clips of celebrities doing average, everyday things? If I had a nickel for every time someone sent me a video of Ellen scaring Taylor Swift, I'd have, well, probably about 7 nickels. But that's not the point. Speaking of scaring Ellen, how do you do it? It's almost like you have a sixth sense for when someone is most comfortable, then boom, out comes a guy in a clown mask. You know, I thought my job was to make celebrities feel comfortable, but you've really shown me the light. You know, and apparently it's so much more fun to scare them half to death. You're like the Freddy Krueger of daytime TV, except instead of haunting dreams, you're haunting their publicity tours. And let's not forget your love of games. You make Hollywood A-listers play Speak Out and 5-Second Rule like they're at a suburban game night. I've got to tell you, Ellen, I never thought I'd see Julia Roberts drooling over plastic teeth on national television, but you proved me wrong. Oh, and how could I forget your hidden talent for design? Ellen's got her own lifestyle brand. Did you guys know this? It's called ED by Ellen. And I'll tell you what, if you've ever watched her show and thought, I'd really love to have that gray oversized sweatshirt and matching overpriced candle, well, your dreams have come true. Now, I can't wrap this up without mentioning your groundbreaking coming out episode. It was a landmark moment for television, and I must say, it really paved the way for more sitcoms about neurotic middle-class white people. But all kidding aside, Ellen, you've done some amazing things. You've made us laugh, you've made us cry, and sometimes you've made us cringe, but always in a good way. You're a true icon, Ellen. And even though I just spent the last few minutes tearing you apart, please know that it's out of love and admiration. All right, let's dive deeper, Ellen. You're so nice that even when you're mean, it's nice. You make Simon Cowell look like a growling Rottweiler. When you play your burning questions game, it's less hot seat and more comfy chair with a warm blanket. I mean, who else could get celebrities to reveal their most embarrassing secrets with a smile and a box of silly noises? And your giveaways, they're legendary. I mean, Oprah gave away a car, but you give away everything. TVs, trips, cash, you name it. I'm just waiting for the day when you announce, check under your seats, everyone's getting a lightly used Bradley Cooper. Now, let's talk about the dancing again. Yes, we need to, because it's such an integral part of the Ellen experience. The way you move, it's like you're one disco ball away from turning the studio into a mid-70s dance floor. And yet, even while dancing, you still manage to keep that iconic Ellen hairstyle perfectly in place. It's like a well-trained poodle, never a hair out of line. But one of the things that truly sets you apart, Ellen, is your love for animals. Every other week, it seems, there's a new cute and cuddly creature on your show. I'm starting to think the real reason you started your talk show was to have an excuse to meet every adorable animal in existence. Ellen, the real-life Snow White, except instead of cleaning and cooking, her critters help scare her guests and play charades. And who can ignore your incredible voice acting as Dory? You made us all care about a forgetful blue fish. I mean, you got so into character, I'm starting to believe that you're actually part fish. That would explain your attraction to bright, shiny things and your ability to get big laughs with just a simple P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Of course, I can't ignore the elephant in the room. Recently, there's been some talk about Ellen's behind-the-scenes behavior. Rumors are swirling that backstage, Ellen is less queen of nice and more queen of ice. They say you have some strict rules, Ellen. One of them being no one is allowed to chew gum in your presence. I get it. I mean, who can concentrate on their jokes when there's a symphony of mastication happening around them? Word on the street is that you don't let staff look you in the eye either. Now, I can only assume that's because you're worried they might get lost in those deep blue oceans you call eyes. Or maybe you've been Medusa this whole time and you're just trying to protect us. Who can say? Remember, folks, behind every joke, there's a person who wrote it, a person who told it, and a person who took it seriously. So while we jest and joke, we all know there's always more to the story. Still, Ellen, you've taken it on the chin, apologized, and made changes. And that's more than we can say for most. So here's to you, because even off stage and off camera, the show must go on. Even if that means dancing to the beat of a slightly different drum. Keep the rhythm, Ellen. We're all still watching.
Well, that's all, folks. You've witnessed the fiery roasting, the rib-tickling jabs, and the heat of the fame flame. A big thank you to our fabulous roast master, Jimmy Kimmel. He sure knows how to turn up the heat, even when the grill is me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next tremendous episode. This is Ellen DeGeneres, signing off. Remember to stay kind, stay laughing, and stay ready for the next fame flame. Good night, everybody.